Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Badash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Yuak and Makwath out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, So They Shall Make Their Own Tongue to Fall Upon Themselves. Okay, and that is a direct scripture from Psalms 64 and 8 that we've made as the title. It comes from, the idea of why we're doing this comes from this article that I found. Now, originally it came from a different article, but I wanted to get one that was more well put together. Of course, I found it on Google News, and you can't make this shit up, man. So the first thing we got to go ahead and watch the video. So this is from New York Post. All right, it's the best. They have multiple different Fox and all that stuff that posted it, but the best one was this one. It says, because it has the video and it has a bunch of commentary on it. So it says, Biden asks how many times Trump has to prove we can't be trusted in latest gaffe. And he fucked up. He slipped. He had a Freudian slip. He said what he didn't mean to say, and you can see his face after. He's like, oh shit, didn't mean to say that. But let's go ahead and watch it. Let's go ahead and play it. And it's just like the same thing with Bill Gates, all right? When he said that, if we do a real good job with healthcare and the Capri Sun, we can get that number down to so-and-so. Basically talking about population control through the means of those things and killing people. But, there's a group of people that heard it and said, wow, can you believe that? And then there's a group of people that are, no, that's not true. And for a while, if you talked about it, they'd mark you they'd mark it as misinformation. Okay, even though it was clearly there. It's clearly there. But these people they don't have an ability to hear the things that are it's right there to us. It's so plain. They don't have the ability to see it or hear it. I don't know what's going on with them. They're so asleep that they can't even hear basic things. All right, so here's the video. All right, it's undisputable. He says what he says. You can't deny it and say, oh, well, that's that. They'll try to say he was talking about something else. Listen, it's undeniable. It's unrefutable. Here it is.
In a sense, I don't know why we're surprised by Trump. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted? Trump bragged how proud he was to get rid of Roe v. Wade. He took credit for it. He said there has to be punishment for women exercising their reproductive freedom. His words, not mine. He described the Dobbs decision as a miracle. Maybe it's coming from that Bible he's trying to sell.
He described it as a miracle. Maybe it's coming from that Bible he's trying to sell. Also, well, hey, that's another thing you got to realize is that sounds like a mockery of the Bible as well. All right, not and we get it, not the Trump Bible. At the end of the day, it is just a regular Bible that has some stuff added to it and not like added into the scriptures that I know of, but stuff like has the Constitution and like the foreword or whatever you want to call it, like a glossary, like how they have sometimes different Bibles. Like for example, one of mine has like a commentary added in at the end. They basically just added some American stuff to it, which is hilariously ironic. Being that America is Babylon, but hey, that's hilarious. That he doesn't even understand that. But it seems like he was trying to be, mocking of the Bible, basically, almost at the end here.
Maybe it's coming from that Bible he's trying to sell.
And going back to the point, we're gonna hear it a couple more times because the point is right up at the beginning. Let's hear it.
In a sense, I don't know why we're surprised by Trump. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted?
How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted? Let's hear it again.
How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted?
Let's hear it again.
How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted?
You hear it. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted? Who? Who's we? Interesting, isn't it? We don't have to read the article. If you want to go and read the article, you can. If you look right after it,
In a sense, I don't know why we're surprised by Trump. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted? Trump bragged how proud he was
He made a kind of a face after he did it. I'm not even sure if he's fully comprehending the situation, if he even knows what's going on. Right, old Sleepy Joe. But you know, that's he said it. He had a Freudian slip. All right, now I have it one here. Is one of the things I have to do is define a Freudian slip. Wrote that down for myself as a note. Define Freudian. I'm not just gonna type in Freudian slip as I did earlier. Freudian slip. Type. Oh, Freudian. I said Freudian. Freudian.
Freudian slip.
All right. What does it mean? An unintentional error regarded as revealing subconscious feelings. Okay? Saying what you really mean. You're trying to, an example would be you have two effeminate men, all right, walking into your business, all right, and you greet everybody and you say, hey, how are you doing? And when they leave, you say, have a good day, right? And you go to say, have a good day, and you end up saying, oh, have a good day. Day. I meant day. All right, because you're thinking what? How gay they are, right? That would be an example of a Freudian slip, all right? Or, like he said, all right, we can't be trusted. He didn't mean to say that. It just kind of slipped. Okay, let's see some examples. Let's see. Examples. Let's see. Example. A manager was so it says a manager accidentally says to employee, I'd love to take you out on a date instead of I'd love to take you out to lunch. All right. Ada intends to say how much she loves chocolate. Instead, she blunders and say how much she loves Charlie, who is sitting across from her. All right. It says a Freudian slip is when a person is speaking and suddenly a word they did not intend to say out loud accidentally slips out. Freud believed that it revealed subconscious thoughts, and that is true. And so when they say certain things like that, it's revealing their subconscious. It's revealing what they're really about. All right, we can't be trusted. What he's saying is that they cannot be trusted. Who's they at the end of the day? Where it's referring to they as in politicians, they as in lesser level luminaries, or they as in the Edomites. All right, which one ever it is, they can't be trusted. All right, any of those people, they can't be trusted. Okay, and he let it slip. Whoops. Uh-oh. Had a little slip of the tongue, as it was, right? And all he didn't mean to say, he meant, oh, listen, that, whatever you want. All right. He made his own tongue, fall upon himself. This is Psalm 64:1 through 8. Starting with verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Okay, the secret counsel of the wicked, all right, is a lot of the time it's referred to as the Illuminati. All right, Illuminati is just one level of many, all right, of Masonic levels of just this deep elite of these people. All right, and that council, they have a council. All right, what is a council? Okay, now if you know anything about a council, we go and look up council. It says, and that's not what a council is. We're looking for a different one. The council is it's actually when they sit around, like the Jedi Council. All right, the Jedi Council. Remember, we'll show you a picture of that. All right, how it looked when the Jedi High Council. How did it look? They would all sit around, right? They would all sit around, and they would discuss. All right, they would discuss certain things. All right, the Jedi High Council. Okay, did you see him? And that's exactly what these people do. All right, except there's more like the Sith Council, right? They sit around and they discuss what they're gonna do, how they're gonna do it, right? And they in similar fashions like these, right? All around a table, right? That's what a council is. Okay. I wish we could get a definite. I'm gonna have to go off Google. We'll probably have to get it in Merriam-Webster or the Cambridge. Okay. So a council. It says a advise. It's not really what we're talking about here. not really what we're wanting. A counsel, one or more lawyers taking part in a legal case. That's closer. Counselor. No, let's see. A counsel. All right, I don't know why they're counsel meaning archaic. It's not giving it to us. It's like what is like a royal council? Or a court. That would be another way you could call it, a court. It's probably not going to give us that all right. Maybe a tribunal. Or maybe a tribunal is what we're looking for. A tribunal, a court of justice. Not really. We're not looking for a tribunal either. Court. All right. A magistrate and symbol. You know, it's the same thing. You know, a court or a council, and they're not giving us the right definitions. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not looking up the right word. But hopefully the pictures will do it justice. You know, the court, the council, they sit around in these rooms, right, and they do these things, all right? They come up with what they're going to do, what they're going to say. What are we going to have in store for 2021? About 2022? How about 2023? What about 2024? When are we moving this chip out? What are you doing? Bill Gates, what are you doing? This is what they do. They have these councils talking about, all right, we're going to roll this out. All right, we're going to put these towers up. They're going to make the people sick, but they're not going to realize it. All right, we're going to put this. We're introducing this new chemical into the foods. All right, it shouldn't have any effect on them for at least, 6 to 8 months. So they're going to get, gradually used to it. And then when they start feeling sick, they won't be able to attribute it to the foods. Yada, yada, yada. This is the shit they sit around and they do. They come up with these things, right? So, verse 2, Psalm 64 and 2, hide me from the secret counsel. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I bet we can probably get this right here. Probably get it in the Bibles where we could actually get it from. All right, in the Blue Letter Bible at least. The council. The secret council. Council. Okay, a secret assembly. All right, a secret council. That's another word for it. Assembly. All right, goes back to the word to establish, to be found, to lay a foundation. Right, so that's what it goes back to. Just a council. Hoping we could get a little bit more from there, but unfortunately not. Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All right, the wicked being Esau, Edom. All right, the border of wickedness, as they are called. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. That's what they do. They sit around in these councils and these tables and these courts, and they work iniquity. They come up with iniquity, which is sin upon sin. How are we going to do it? What are we going to say? How are we going to do it? Get in touch with this rapper. I want him to start I almost said preaching. What's the word I'm looking for? I'll just say talking. All right, I want him to start talking about this new drug we're going to release. All right, it's a new opiate. All right, and I want him to start talking about it. We're going to release it. I want him to get it popular and on the streets, right? That's what they do. That's the type of shit they do, man. Verse 3, who wet their tongues like a sword, like you would wet a sword, like you would sharpen, like on a whetstone. All right, shing, get it all sharp and ready to go, right? Who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows. Even bitter word, and their arrows are these evils that they come up with and make, man. Those iniquities, that wickedness, the homosexuality, the pride fest, right? Evil and abortion and Roe v. Wade, as he mentioned, right? And all these different things, all right, freedoms that that you shouldn't have, all right, drug use, and they bend those arrows back and they try to shoot them out there, right? And they try to shoot at the perfect too, and it's going to mention that. Now they might get the people that are out in the world, but they're not going to get the elect. All right, it says and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? And snares are again what? A trap. They're a trap that's usually to catch small game, and they set them, they lay them out there for why? So people can fall into them, and that's those things like rampant homosexuality, transgenderism, all right, drug use, all right, feminism, all right. There's a lot of other different things, right, that they set out there as a snare, and people get snared into it, especially people with mental health issues. That's why a lot of the time you see people that are mentally ill, they happen to stumble into transgenderism. That's why a lot of those people are mentally ill. To do that, you'd have to be mentally ill in the beginning. But a lot of those people feel ostracized and segregated from society because of the mental illnesses that they have. So when they find something like that they can join a community of, first of all, they're already ill. They're already, oh, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. And they see other people doing it, that's more persuasion to them. And that's why you're seeing more of it now. It's not because more people are feeling this way. It's because it wasn't really put on the media back then. It wasn't really talked about. People didn't know it was like a community. Whenever you make a community, people are going to do what? Join that community. Okay? That's what happens. It's just like the same thing happened with D&D. D&D was known as a nerd game, yada, yada, yada. All right, and then, the homosexual community kind of got a hold of it after a Twitch show called Critical Role got a hold of it. All right, and when that happened, it blew up. Now everybody's all, well, they were. It kind of died off from now, but it started becoming popular. All right, with other people. Why? Because they started. It was getting pushed. It was getting pushed. They were making a lot of money. All right. And because of that money, they're bringing in other viewers from here and podcasts and that. And then it got the game popularized back again. All right. So something that was once for nerds is now for, a bunch of people. All right. And then going back into that mental illness, those people, games like that. All right. Video games and tabletop RPGs and all things like that. All right. Because in D&D, you can make a character be whoever you want. That opens up way for people like, the homosexual communities to go into and get involved in, because then they can be whoever they want. They can be an orc that's a girl, even though they're a human male in real life. All right, they can do different things like that. All right, which, alternative lifestyles try to find anywhere to fit because they don't really fit in today's society. Even though Esau's trying to make them fit, a lot of people still aren't very happy about the situation. All right, it's really divided, man. It's really divided. You have a whole group of people that really loves them and a whole group of people that really despise them and think they're doing too much. All right. And which one do you think we're in? Well, I'll let you figure that out for yourself. All right. Let me grab a drink and we'll continue on. All right. So, Slakia. So those are those snares, man. Those are those traps. And there's many of them. That's not just it. Christianity is another trap that they try to get you to fall into. They get you on that Jesus juice all stuck up and fucked up on it. All right, they try to get you on that. That's another snare. All right, there's many, many more. Many more. Covetousness. All right, hood lifestyle. Right, all that stuff. Okay, chasing bags. All right, that's another snare. All right, because you'll do anything for clout, do anything for money, right? And you will do anything for money. Anything. It says, and they say, who shall see them? They don't think anybody's going to see them. All right, because when people do see them, they're labeled as conspiracy theories. Oh, that's a conspiracy theory. Oh, that's just, an alternative mindset. No, that's just stupid. You're a bug out, blah, 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 blah. All those different things, right? That's what they try to put that ideology out there. And they've gotten their little minions, all right, their little brain dirtied little hooligans, all right, that are down with these alternative lifestyles, that are already caught in their snares, and they have Stockholm Syndrome. These people that are already caught in the snares defend their captors, all right, whether they're Edomites as well or whether they're Jake. And they'll say, no, this is the way it's supposed to be. It's not right for women to be under men. Women are queens. They're supposed to be on top of us. We're supposed to be on the bottom. And you don't even know you got Stockholm Syndrome. You got a snare around your goddamn leg, and you're sitting here acting like you're free. You're not free, man. You're free when you get that snare off you and you come up out of that, all right? That's when you're free, all right, free in the mind, all right? Us in this truth are free in the mind. We're not locked down to these ideologies and doctrines of these devils that say, oh, this, that, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. All right, no, we're not down with that. But all these people that are snared, they're looking at their captor saying, no, what did he do wrong? What did he do wrong? It's, man, you got a snare on your goddamn foot. You don't even see it. All right, you're a trapped ass wolf right now, ready to be put down, and you don't even see it, man. Okay? So, and you can't help these people. You can't convince them. All right, these people could go say, like I've mentioned it before, the president or whoever, some government official could go out and say, the Golden Gate Bridge is gonna fucking explode tomorrow, and we're gonna kill a bunch of people. And guess what? Then it would happen, and then people would say, hey, that government official or Biden just said that. He just said he was gonna do that to the Golden Gate Bridge, and people would say, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. And that's how asleep these people are. All right. And for example, you might say, oh, no, that would never happen. Well, what about when Biden talked about destroying the Nord Stream pipeline? He said he was going to do it. But let's actually go and look up who destroyed the Nord Stream pipeline. Russia has blamed the West, and specifically the US, but Sweden dropped inquiry into it. But they were saying that they thought it was Russia, they thought it was other people. They suggested it was the United States, all right? And it was the United States, okay? They say it was, who blew up Russia's Nord Stream pipeline? Some people said it was other nations. And then Sweden, I guess Sweden or Norway they said they were gonna attack whoever they found out did it. All right. But if you look up Biden Nord Stream pipeline comment. Here, let's listen.
Diplomacy is the very best way forward for all sides, we both agree, including best for Russia, in our view. And we have made it very clear we're ready to continue talks in good faith with Russia. Germany has also been a leader in pushing de-escalation of tensions and encouraging dialogue through the Normandy format. If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
You hear that? This guy says, "Is this what you call a self-fulfilling prophecy?" It says now that the pipeline has been sabotaged, are we forgetting what he said? This is the United States of amnesia. It's true. And damn, I like that. United States of amnesia. That's cool. I like that. That's a really good one. Because it's like these people fucking forget. They're stupid. Promise made, promise kept. Now Germany needs to think long and hard about its relationship with the U.S. Maybe it was the Germans in Germany that said that they were going to look into and basically attack whoever did this. Okay? This aged very well. Said apparently Biden said the quiet part out loud. They always flat out tell you what they're going to do before they do it in plain sight. All right. It says there you go. This guy admitted he did it, but who did it? Who destroyed it? Who damaged it? It has been accused Russia, and the United States, and Ukraine of sabotage. Well, Biden said they were going to do it. He said we're going to do it. If you have somebody say, "Oh, I'm going to go in your fridge and take all your milk," and then all of a sudden all your milk's gone, who are you going to who are you going to think did it? Probably the guy that said he was going to take your fucking milk, right? Duh. And this shows you the United States of amnesia. Lord one, I remember that. I like that. All right? The United States of amnesia don't remember shit that's said. All right? And it's the United States of dementia, really, because these people forget. They don't understand. Oh, no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. He said he was going to do it. No, he didn't. Yes, he just said it. What about when Bill Gates? Bill Gates never said that. He just said it. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. You can't argue with these people. They're too asleep, man. They're too asleep. You can grab onto their neck and shake the shit out of them to wake them up. They're asleep, man. Hey, let them stay asleep. All right, that's how they want to be. All right, and these Edomites, who are gonna see them? Yeah, because they know, man. And that's the reason these devils. And hell, if I was them, man, I'd do the same thing too. If I was them, I would do the same thing too. If I was an Edomite, I'd be like, tomorrow we're gonna destroy a whole bunch of places in the Middle East. We're gonna just completely destroy it. Let's see. We're gonna make people sick with telephone towers. That's gonna be a thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna raise all the prices of everything, and fuck you because you're a piece of shit. What are you, Fox News? Fuck you. CNN? Fuck you. Fuck you. I control everything. Fuck you. Who are you? Oh, what are you? Times Magazine? Fuck you. Okay, I control everything around here. Matter of fact, we're gonna release gas in this crowd right now, and everyone's gonna get sick and kill over and die. And guess what? No one's gonna attribute it to us. Ha 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 ha. I'd turn into a goddamn Disney villain. All right, if I was one of these Edomites. You want to know why? Because they can do shit like that, and then there'll still be people, they never said anything like that. I was at the rally. Gas was never released. It never happened. Never happened. And he never said anything about it. He never said fuck you to CNN. He never said that. He never said any of those things. That never happened. I think what you're doing is you're miscommunicating what he said. You're misunderstanding. What's his name? As George W. Bush, they misunderestimated me, right? You know, he never did any of those things. He never said any of those things. He never went on a tirade. He never said that they were going to do anything or release gas or do anything that would make people sick with. I think that's a conspiracy theory. That's a conspiracy theory. And you know what? By the next day, the news would be cleared. I'd be sitting in a yacht somewhere, smoking a cigar as an Edomite, and no one would ever know anything. Not that I would do that. I'm just saying, if you're an Edomite, hey, you could do that. No one will ever question you. Because why? Because you're going to have a 90% of people. You might have 10% that question you. Look what he said. He said it right here with the video. But the other 90%, they're going to stand up for you, say, no, you misconstrued his words. It's not what he meant. Yada, yada, yada. And that's what happens, man. And that's what happens. So, I get it. If I was an Edomite, I'd do the same thing, right? Because if I was an Edomite, that's how I'd think. Thankfully, I'm not an Edomite. And neither are you, right? That are watching this video. Well, maybe some Edomites hanging back in the corner. Oh, yeah, we do that all the time. We know you do, E. We know you do that. That's your thing. But half of these people don't even fucking believe it when it happens. They say these things and then they don't believe it. It's right there in fucking video, in plain English. You can't deny it, yet they deny it. And they call us conspiracy theorists. For what? It's right there. It's right there. He said the shit. But they just can't see it. And that's why they have, like verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? All these fucking dumb motherfuckers aren't going to see it. Well, shouldn't we be a little bit? Fuck them. They're stupid as fuck. Remember when Bill, remember when you did that thing where he said that if they take the juice, that, it's going to bring population down and they got to bring one of those numbers down to 0. Remember that? Remember when you did that? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they did. And they don't even think you said that. Now you have like maybe 5% of people that thought they were, but those people don't fucking matter. They're conspiracy theorists, right? Yeah, conspiracy theorists. That's the greatest term we ever came up with, Bill. That's how that works, man, because you can say anything. And these people, they won't know. They're too dumb to understand what you said. And that's another part, and that's just plain English. They also do doublespeak where they tell you what they're going to do before they do it. And certain things like this with Biden, with Freudian slips, all right, So, how many times does he got to tell you that we can't be trusted? No, we understand, we know. Verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And is it all people that's going to flee away all the time? No, but the ones that need to will. And people will see that. And you got to realize that, Jake, you got to wake up, Jake. It's high time to wake out of sleep. We're going to get that scripture a little later. It's high time to wake out of sleep. You got Edomites over here that understand. These goddamn devils, these motherfuckers, man, I tell you what, I miss the good old days of the USA because this shit's fucking atrocious. They're telling, they got terrorists as a goddamn president, That's how these people talk. And they even know. They're over here, messing with CERN, and they're opening portals. Even those, but they get labeled as, oh, those are just some hillbillies. They don't know what they're talking about. No, they're watching, man. These are the motherfuckers that all they do is drink beer and sit in front of the TV. They know. They hear it. They know what's going on. All right? God damn it, man. Hand me that remote there, Barbara. Let me see that. That motherfucker just said something. Rewind that back. And that's, oh, sure shit, Cletus got to hear this. Hey, Cletus! That's what they do. They talk about these things, man. But then when you mention anything, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're a nut, you don't know what you're talking about, you misheard them, you're, all the yada, 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 yada. You made your tongue fall. The Lord made their tongue fall upon themselves. All right, they slipped up. The Lord put the Spirit on them to slip up like that. And now people are defending them. No, that never happened. That never happened. It happened, man. It happened. Stop filibustering. It happened. We know it happened. Nice try. All right, we heard it. We have ears. All right, we have eyes. We saw it. We read it. We heard it. Don't try to bullshit us. He clearly said how many times we have to prove that how many times does Trump have to prove that we can't be trusted? We, not he, but we. How many times does Trump have to prove we can't be trusted? Oh, well, he meant to say he can't be trusted. No. He meant we. He meant we. Nice try, though. Nice try, though. I'll give you a 2 out of 10 on that one. 2 out of 10. All right, not the best attempt. This is Luke 12 and 2 through 3. And this is Esau's nature. This is how they are. This is what they do. All right, this is what they do. They just do those things. They're evil. They do all these wicked things. They lie. But guess what? The Lord brings them to light. Oh, aha, gotcha. Luke 12 and 2 through 3. For there is nothing covered. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Whatever they're doing in the background, guess what? Things are going to slip out. Oops. Guess what? They tried to keep that whole Bohemian Grove quiet. Oops. Accidentally invited Alex Jones, didn't he? All right. Now who knows? Alex Jones could be a Jake. Now at the end of the day, he could be a Edomite. I feel like Tucker Carlson's probably a Jake. That's personal thing. I've heard one. I think it was one of the elder apostles that mentioned it. But I do think Tucker Carlson is a Jake. All right. If you look at he seems to be a pretty down to earth guy. He gets a bad rep, but Tucker Carlson, he used to be on Fox. They kicked him off Fox for some things. But this was Tucker Carlson. All right. He seems cool. All right, but he used to be on Fox. All right. So now, and Alex Jones, could Alex Jones be a Jake? Sure. I think Alex Jones said I think he's got like Sicilian bloodline or something like that. So if that's the case, he's more than likely a Jake. Okay. And just because they act really Edomite or they talk like this, all right, or they're all involved in America, right, doesn't mean that they're an Edomite, all right, necessarily. There's Jakes out there that are just like that, okay? And also you got to realize if they are raised around so-called white people, Edomites, they're going to act just like them, all right? They don't know their heritage, their culture. They could be brainwashed. And yeah, that's right. They might even say the N-word, right? They might even say it, all right? They might even say it. They don't know. All right, there's self-hating Jakes out there too. You got to realize that. Uncle Toms, there's a ton of them, man. You can't just say because of the skin color that's how it is. If you had a dark-skinned Jake come up to you, oh, these goddamn coons coming around, these motherfuckers, and he had a MAGA hat on, and I'm from Texas. I have been Texas. I tell you what, these black people, here it is, dark-skinned, all right? You know, you'd probably think that he's an Edomite, right? But is that the case? Could he be an Edomite? Yeah, he could be an Edomite. Probably is. But there's also a case he's just a self-hating, Uncle Ruckus ass, Uncle Tom ass motherfucker, man. So that's something you got to keep into play. It's not always, it's not always just that they're an Edomite. Sometimes you're just super big fucking Uncle Tom. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, man. Look at how Samuel L. Jackson played, what's his name in Django Unchained, man. That's Uncle Tom right there. Anything, right? Anything for the white man. You got to realize Jake got Stockholm syndrome. The white man's a good guy. No, he's not. No, he's not. Anyway, Luke 12 and 2, back on the track. For there is nothing hid that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. It's going to come to light. All right, some point or another, it's going to slip out. Like I said, Alex Jones going there and revealing, having that. That's where all that video of that event comes from. All right, a lot of that. Okay, talks about they had like a sacrifice, a play sacrifice. Who knows if it was a real thing or not? They say it was a what do they call it? A replica baby or whatever, but who knows? It was probably a real baby. Number 3, therefore whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. And this goes for you as well, Jake. You bearing false witness on somebody, telling lies about someone, saying they did something that they didn't do. Guess what? It's going to come to light that's what happened, that you were lying, that you were making up lies, and then you're going to look like a fucking idiot, all right? And everyone's going to think you're stupid. Ha, 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 and you're going to be made a mockery of, all right? And that's how it goes, man. And that's what happens. Any of these people, these liars, that's another thing, There's liars at my work, well, used to be. He doesn't work there anymore. But, they lie, and then they just end up revealing themselves, and then what happens? It just makes them look stupid. I mean, people look at them like, ugh, how dumb, how stupid, all right? So, continuing on, let's get another one. This is Proverbs, Salakia. This is Proverbs 10 and 9. Get it? Proverbs 10 and 9. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverteth his ways shall be known. And guess what? It's coming to light, man. It's coming to light. That big old spotlight by the Lord is being shown on you, and you don't like it very much. Okay, and we already know who you are. You're the Edomites. All right, you're the devil. And how should interactions with the devil be handled? All right, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right, it only gets worse and worse. Never. It opens with never. What does never mean? Not ever, not once. Don't do it. Don't trust them at all. Okay? If they say go up, you should go down. Okay? If they say, oh, you know, June's gonna be a great month, something bad's gonna happen in June. All right? If they say, what else? If they say, oh, this is perfectly healthy for you, don't eat that shit. Do not fucking eat it. Okay? And they don't even know. Eggs are good. No, eggs are bad. No, they're good. They're bad. Eggs are good. Nope, they're bad. They're bad. They're good. They're good. They're bad. Remember that? Remember that in the early 2000s when there was the debate about whether eggs are healthy or not? Which one is it, man? Are they healthy or are they not? Also, and there's a lot of different things that you got to realize that they're even doing with eggs and chicken. They say that, you know, eggs, like, so eggs are scrubbed. And so, for example, the reason why eggs in America have to be refrigerated is because they go through a washing and a scrubbing process that removes an outer layer from the eggs that basically protects the eggs from bacteria. Okay, so they have to be refrigerated to keep from that bacteria from forming. Also, there's a lot of different things with the salmonella and all that things with chicken here and the outbreaks and all that stuff. All right, so they do that. Now, there's probably something really beneficial in whatever's on that outer layer, and it somehow makes its way into the food. Now, in other places, they don't have to refrigerate their eggs. All right, they don't have to refrigerate their eggs at all. All right, they're healthy to just eat like that. All right, and they don't have any worries about salmonella. So why does America have to worry about that? Because they fucked with shit. They've messed with things. The same thing with chicken. All right, in other countries, you don't have to worry about. You can touch chicken, raw chicken, and hell, you know, touch your mouth if you want to. It'd be gross, but you know, you could do it if you wanted to, but you wouldn't get salmonella. All right, but over here, that's a big risk. It's a big risk. Why? Because the meats are handled badly here, and they also say that you should. They also, I've heard, all right, that there might be enzymes in raw chicken that are actually beneficial for you. All right, I've heard. Not that you should eat it, but I mean like getting it on your hands, like, you know, when you get used to, you're prone to get used to bacteria when it's in your environment. So hey, that's a thing. I'm not saying it's true. It's just something I've heard. So let's see. You got to realize one of the for example, the cure for was it polio, or I think it was polio. The first vaccine made for polio, I believe, was created from dairy farming. All right, dairy farming, because there was certain they were noticing that was it measles. It was one of them, and they were noticing that people that dealt with cows weren't getting whatever that thing was, and no, pox, chicken pox. I think it was chicken pox. Dairy farmer first vaccine. Smallpox. All right. They noticed if you got cowpox, all right, a thing that you could get from cows, all right, you'd never get smallpox. All right. So dairy farmers weren't getting it. All right, and that's something. And also, you know, if you're drinking raw milk and different things like that have benefits to it. All right, now milk was cow milk was never really in our diet. It's not wicked to drink it. It was just never really in our diet. And but you know, and there's healthy. They say goat milk is healthier. I don't like goat milk. I think it tastes like a goat. I think you can taste the goat. You can taste the farm. It tastes like shit to me. Can't stand it. It's disgusting. Cow milk's all right. I drink the one. You know, I drink like lactose removed milk and shit because I'm lactose intolerant. It had me fucked up. I don't even consume milk that much other than in foods like that. Every once in a blue moon, I'll have like a bowl of cereal. I haven't had a bowl of cereal in months though. So I damn sure don't be just sipping on milk like that. You know, and maybe once a year or something I'd have a craving for like a glass of milk or something, but it ain't like when I was a kid. So I don't consume a whole lot of milk other than like in dairy products. But yeah, man, you know, there's certain benefits you get from food and they don't want you having that. So they put different things in it and all, you know, that's just how it is. If you ever want to know why you try to say that, you know, and it's America specifically too, on top of that, with the most poisons. All right, now Esau's doing it everywhere, but go and look at a European Fanta and then go look at American Fanta. Come back and tell me how you feel. They're not the same thing. Okay, this is Proverbs 4:16. This is speaking of Esau. It says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall." They have to do it. They have to make someone fall. They have to have, you know, some issues that get brought up. They have to have people get hurt. That's what they want. Proverbs, fuck you. I thought it did it again. 1 Thessalonians 5:4 down through 8. we're just going to read it from the top. Verse 1. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. That also means, you bug out Jakes, that it's not going to be on April 8th. All right, it's not going to be on this specific date, right? Stop trying to do that. Stop trying to number when he's going to come back. Time and time again, you've done it, and time again, you failed. All right, and now, where's KD at? Where's KD? Hey, where KD at? He ain't King David. All right, AOD, MBY, 70, MBY. Oh, he's back. He's back. Oh, he's back. What's he have to say? I'm trying to see. Slovakia. Glad you're back. Where'd you go? Welcome back. This was a perfect test to screen out the way. You dumb motherfucker, you dumb bitch. Goddamn, you stupid motherfuckers. This was a perfect test. It wasn't a test. It was a false doctrine, you fucking retards. God damn, stupid motherfuckers. Shit. These people just can't be wrong. And they're just like the Christians. No, see, the problem was it wasn't a test. Lord, nowhere in the Bible did it ever say that the earth was going to be split in half with water like that and America was going to be saved. It wasn't a test. It was a false doctrine, and it didn't happen because you're fucking stupid and it's not prophetic. It's not within the Bible. That's why it didn't happen. Not because it was a test. It didn't happen because it wasn't going to happen because you're a fucking retard. That's why. God damn. Jeez. These people are fucking dumb. Maybe we'll go on a lesson on him eventually. I just wanted to see. I thought about him. You know, I say KD because everybody calls him King David. He ain't King David. He's King Dummy, if anything. All right, he's the dumbest person I can think of in the so-called Israelite community now. And I say so-called Israelite community because I hate to even bring him into that, but he's masquerading as being in the truth. He's not. All right. I hate that guy more than I hate General Mahayman. And if you know anything about me, that means a lot because I can't stand General Mahayman. That dumb motherfucker. I hate him too. Hate's a strong word. No, I hate. I know those two are not of the elect. No, they can't be. They're wicked. They're conjuring strife. All right. They're saying blasphemous things. They're saying things that go directly against the Bible. They're saying people that are using wisdom are cowards. All right, they're saying you got to fuck other people's wives and use heroin. Yeah, they're doing all these different things, man. That's wicked. They're wicked. All right, and that guy, he eats pork and tells people that you should do it too. Tells people the world's going to crack in half and you got to go and fuck both of them, man. They can kick rocks. So this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of the light, and the children of the day. We are not of the light nor darkness." Verse 6, "Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. For Yahweh hath not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach." Okay, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Of course, coming back in the kingdom. But, you know, you can't sleep, man. And sleeping is dealing with, you know, people look at this, back on topic, because we were a little bit on a rant. You know, people see this and they'll still be asleep to the situation, man. You got to wake up. You got to wake up, all right? These devils are telling you what they're going to do right before they do it. But nobody believes it. Nobody believes it because they're asleep. Romans 13:11, "And that knowing the time, now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe." We're right at the end of this thing, man. You got them telling you what chess piece they're gonna move right before they do, and you're still fucking up, Jake. It's time to get with it, man. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. That's what they're doing, man. And the Lord's having them be revealed. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for that. Barak the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for that. We're almost out of here, man. It's ever so evident. Ever so evident. All right, and are we going to know when the time is, what day or the hour? No, because no man know the day nor the hour. All right, as the scripture says. Okay, that's just touching on, don't want to get too back off track with that guy, King Dummy. All right. And because we've already talked about King David. King David was in 1 West. All right, and he was alive when you were alive, so you can't be him. All right, nice try. So, and he's since, passed away. All right, but he'll be back. He'll be back. So, hey, man, these people, don't trust them. Don't trust them. How many times we gotta tell you we can't be trusted? Oh, you don't have to tell us. We know. We know, Biden. Thanks. With that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until the next one, Lord willing. Shalom.